Here we are in the QBO gym, and the QBO gym is a place where we have numerous hands-on exercises that simulate real-life scenarios that you may encounter as a bookkeeper. Every month covers a variety of new topics and scenarios, and to make it a little bit easier for you, we break it down into 4 different sections. So if you are looking to work on your bookkeeping skills, this is the place for you. And if you want to do a whole month's worth all on your own, be sure to join our free 5-day bookkeeping challenge. All you need to do is click on the link in the description. But let's get into today's exercise, which is coming from our May Year 1 cool down section. At the top here is an animated video to give you an understanding of what you, the bookkeeper, will be doing for your client Craig this month. Below that is an interactive pre-assessment quiz that relates to the video up above. Below that are the exercises in this section. And at the bottom, here is an optional area where after you have completed all of the exercises in this section, you will unlock some sample marketing posts that you can use on your LinkedIn to share with everybody what you have learned so far. So let's get into today's exercise where we are going to practice reconciling Craig's savings account. Go ahead and click on that link to have the exercise pulled up for you. I have it here on the right side, so let's read through the scenario. As a bookkeeper, your primary responsibility is to ensure that all financial transactions are correctly categorized and match the flow of money into and out of the bank. You have just received the monthly statement from Craig's bank, so now it's time to confirm that all the transactions have been correctly added to and categorized in QuickBooks Online. To complete this exercise, you will need a copy of Craig's savings account statement. Click on the link beneath the cooldown video to grab it. So if I go back here in the gym and I scroll to the top, here is that animated video. And below that is a button that says Savings Statement. Go ahead and click on that to download the statement and then open it up. And when you do, this is what it will look like. You will need it for this exercise, so definitely keep it handy. You will need to be in the same session of the sample company that you did the previous exercise in. If you have not completed that exercise yet, go ahead and click on the link on the top right corner of your screen. That'll take you to that exercise, complete that one, and then come back to this one. I have the sample company here on the left side. This is the last page that I left off of from the previous exercise. So let's go ahead and get started with today's exercise. In the account field, we want to select savings since that is the account we are reconciling. So click into that box right there down to get the drop down, then go ahead and select savings. In the ending balance field, we want to enter what is on the sample bank statement. So if I go into that sample bank statement, we see that the ending balance is showing as $800.02. So I'm going to enter that here in the ending balance field, $800.02. And then in a real life scenario, you would use the ending date from the bank statement, which you would see here. Now, for the purposes of this exercise, we're just going to enter today as the ending date. The sample company is always changing their dates, and so we're just going to leave it open-ended and just use today's date. So to do that, just click in that ending date field and type a lowercase t, and when you do, today's date will appear for you. And then we can go ahead and click on the green Start Reconciling button. And when you do, the reconciliation screen for the savings account will appear. Now, if you get any navigational pop-ups like this, just go ahead and click out of those. It's just QBO trying to be extra helpful for us. Now you will notice that there is only one transaction listed here, but why does it say checking under account right there? Let's go ahead and investigate this. Click on checking to expand this, and then we're going to click on edit in order to get the deposit to show up for us. Now here you can see that Craig made a deposit to his checking account. But when we scroll down, you can see that when he did this, he put some of the funds in the savings account. So if I scroll down here, you see this area that says cashback goes, or cashback goes to savings. And there's that credit, memo, that money to savings, and then the $200, which matches what we found in that savings account reconciliation screen. So we know that this is a legitimate transaction. We're going to click on the X to close on that. That's on the top right corner of the screen. And you will see that that is the bank deposit showing for $200 here on the statement itself. So let's go ahead and click on the circle to mark the transaction as reconciled. And even though we just clicked out of these, they are showing up again. So if you get it, go ahead and click on the X to close them out. Our last transaction is the interest on the account. You can see that right there, that 2 cents, that was the interest paid. We will have to use a bank deposit to record it. So to do that, we're going to click on the plus new button and then select bank deposit. The plus new button is on the top left corner of the screen. Click on that. And then in the other column, select bank deposit. In the account field, we want to select savings. So click into that down arrow and then select savings since this is for the savings account. In the date field, we're going to select the last day of last month. So I'm going to click into that and click on the calendar icon. For me, it will be April 30th, since that is the last day of last month. Of course, your date may be different depending on when you are doing this exercise. That's okay, just make sure it's the last day of last month. Now we're going to scroll down to the add funds to this deposit section, which is right here. And in the account field, we're going to select interest earned. So click into that. You can click the down arrow and start scrolling to it. I'm actually just going to start typing in it so that I can find it a little bit quicker. Once you find that interest earned other income account, go ahead and select it. Now the amount needs to be what is matching here on the bank statement, which is the 2 cents. So click in that amount field and then type in 2 cents. And now we can click on the down arrow next to Save and New and select Save and Close. That is on the bottom right corner of the screen, that down arrow. Select Save and Close. And that bank deposit has been saved, and now it is showing up here on the savings account reconciliation screen. So you can go ahead and click on the circle to mark this transaction as reconciled right there. Once again, those informational pop-ups, if you get them, go ahead and click out of it. And you will notice that as soon as we did that, we now have a difference of 0, which is exactly what we wanted to have happened. So we can go ahead and click on that green Finish Now button right up there on the top right corner of the screen. And here is a note that you have now reconciled the savings account and finished with reconciling for the day. Credit card statements typically come on a different schedule, so you'll need to do that one later. And as I mentioned in the previous exercise, in a real life scenario, you would have the opportunity to attach a copy of the statement. At this point, there would be that button that says attach statement. You could attach it. Always a good idea. Never hurts to have that extra paper trail. And that's it. So you would just click on the green done button once we are finished. And there you go. You have now reconciled the savings account. Now, if you like this exercise and you'd like to do more like it, be sure to join our free 5-day bookkeeping challenge. All you need to do is click on the link in the description. We move through the cool down section with our last exercise where we practice running reports. And I will see you in the next video.